Hey Bare Beauties, thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you guys a really quick, easy, and effortless way to get a really natural look for Zoom calls or meetings or a social distant coffee date, but something really simple, really easy, and with some of my favorite bareMinerals products. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the Complexion Rescue in Cashew 3.5. This is a tinted hydrating gel cream, and this is a really great product. It's got SPF 30, and you don't need very much. A little goes a long way, and I'm just going to use my fingers to rub it in, just as if it was moisturizer. And this is just a really lovely, lightweight tint, almost like a tinted moisturizer, but maybe a step up. And it's so beautiful, it's so lightweight, and I really suggest having this in your makeup bag for every day. You know, this is just one of those really good items to have in your bag. It's so light. See that? Really, really beautiful, really light. Okay, so now that my skin is kind of prepped, hydrated, protected, and feeling really nice, I want to add a little bit of glow. So I'm going to take the Endless Glow highlighter, and this is a really pretty shade. It's really light, it's called Joy, and I'm going to take my diffused highlight. And this is such a pretty, they have so many beautiful highlighters, but this one in particular is really pretty. So I'm just going to take it just on the tops of my cheeks, just right here, to add a little bit of a natural glow when I am smiling or chatting. See how pretty that is? In my Zoom meetings. And this adds just a hair of color so that when I add my blush in a moment, it's really going to marry it really beautifully. And I just love it because I didn't use much and I get so much out of it. So this is just a nice way to kind of brighten it up and give your kind of skins a little bit more of like a glow that's a little bit more, you know, created. So I'm gonna step in with a little bit of the Warmth Endless Summer Bronzer, and I'm using the Seamless Shape and Finish brush. This is really soft, really fluffy, and I love it because it works as a bronzer and a contour. So it's just nice when you know you're gonna be on a camera to have a little bit of contour and warmth so that you're not washed out. And so with all the lights that we have on our computers and on our phones, it's just really nice to have something a little bit warmer. So now that I feel like I've kind of brought color back to my skin, I'm going to go in with just a little bit of the Bounce and Blur Mauve Sunrise. These are part of the Bounce and Blur collection, which if you touch them, they feel very bouncy and they're very beautiful. I'm gonna take a little bit with the same brush. And I like to do this kind of thing for Zooms because I look fresh and I look like I have kind of been out in the sun and I just look kind of healthy. And so for me, this is kind of my go-to for any of my meetings or my calls. It's just an easy way right now to kind of feel done without being done. So this is definitely a beautiful blush to have. I suggest it. My skin feels really, really hydrated and really beautiful. So for my eyes, I just want to do a wash of color, something really simple. So I'm going to use the Rose palette from the Nude collection, and I'm going to take this color called Free Spirit right here, and I'm using it with this really soft, fluffy Expert Shadow liner brush. I'm not going to use the liner side today because I'm just doing an effortless look for Zoom calls, but this is a really cool brush to have, and with this palette you have so many options. You can do so much. So I'm just going to take it right onto my lid, and I'm patting it down first to really disperse the color before I need to blend. And what I love about this particular color is that it's really soft, really natural. So it doesn't look like I'm wearing much, but it just amps my eyes up just enough where they look bright-eyed, and like I've put just a little bit of color, and they're just a really creamy texture. You don't even need to do much. You can use your fingers even to blend out the corners. Really simple, really easy. This is a really great palette. All of the Nude palettes are. They're really, really diverse and you can use them in so many different ways. So I highly suggest using those. Okay, so next, my All-Star Strength and Length Mascara. It's a serum-infused mascara with the most unique brush. It's got a paddle on one side to disperse the color and the product, and then all of these little barrels of spikes to get into the lash separate and lengthen. So this is me just literally applying it. I had a little bit of mascara on already, and you can see that this is buildable, and this is just applying the paddle side, and now I'm gonna go in with the spikes, and I'm really gonna let these lashes shine because this is what's gonna open your eyes. And you can always just apply it in the middle of the eye if you really need to brighten up just and open them up. You can do it on the ends for a little bit more of a wing. So there's so many ways to play with mascara to change your eye shape. Sometimes I'll just put mascara just in the bottom of the middle of my pupil, and that just kind of gives a little bit more depth to my eye makeup without it being product. It just is through my lashes. So play around with your mascara, see, and this brush allows you to do so much of that because of all of the little bristles. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with the Strength and Length Brow Gel, another favorite of mine. This is a really, really great brow product. It's a serum that's gonna make your brow hairs grow at night or in the day, whenever you have it on. I use the clear at night, usually when I'm going to bed. I had filled my eyebrows in slightly this morning, so I just wanna touch them up. I typically use the coffee shade for the fill-in, which is what I did this morning, so I just wanna freshen them up. So it's the same kind of crazy, insane, cool brush. And I'm just going to go in. And what's great is that you can apply the product that's on this side. So at night when I'm going to bed, I apply the serum down here to the areas that I want a little bit more fullness. And then you brush the serum into each hair. So it really goes into all the little follicles of all of your brow hairs. And there's tinted ones and there's the clear. So I use both. I really love this. My brows have grown so much during the pandemic because I was using this every single day. So I feel like this to me has been one of my all-star products for the year. So definitely give it a go and see if you love it. Okay, so I'm going to finish off my look with the brand new Mineralist Lip Balms. This is basically a lip gloss and a lip balm in one. They're super buttery, super hydrating, and I'm obsessed. So I'm a red lipstick girl, otherwise I'm pretty neutral. I really don't wear a whole lot unless it's kind of sheer and really, really natural. So these work really well for me. I wear them on top of my red lipstick as well, just to add a little bit of moisture to a matte red. But this to me is kind of the perfect pairing of glosses. They can be layered with each other, so you can mix and match them. You can put them over any of the Mineralist lipsticks, which are my favorite. Those work as blush, lipstick, anything you want. So the whole Mineralist collection is so good for your skin, good for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this kind of mauve-y pink. Okay, I wish you guys could feel how soft these are. They're so soft and they've got just enough color where it's not overwhelming. But for me, the problem with lip gloss is always I don't enjoy the texture, but when it feels like a lip balm, sign me up. So I'm gonna go with the clear now on top, just to add a little bit more. Oh, it feels so good. So you can really do this all day long. Wow, that's so pretty. And they stay on beautifully, so you don't have to keep reapplying your gloss all day. So I really suggest these. They're so hydrating, great for summer, great for spring with just a wash of color and maybe some mascara with your Strength and Length. This is kind of my go-to for Zooms and for any of my quick meetings these days. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Bare Beauties. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.